Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Cornelius One. Well, not often I'm really using camera or at all, or you don't even see me that much that often. Because honestly, what's the reason behind it? Well, I hate the light in my room. But anyway, so I want to say so sorry what happened on the Outback Octagon, and also I didn't get into the finals. I made a mistake myself. I guess mistake, and some people saying that I did that because I wanted to do that mistake. Well, actually, no, I never wanted to do any kind of mistake. There was no big brain playstyle or anything like that. So first of all, before we talk about everything, I want to go through the rules like 100 times again because I did like 50 times before the tournament started to a little bit know what are the rules of Outback Octagon. And yeah, well, first of all, if you guys remember, there was a match where I was giving sheep to Anodem, which I'm gonna show you right now. So this is the game where I will give some sheep to Anodem so I can kill Jardy. Because what's happening is that I know that there is a player on my left side, aka Killjardy, and also I know that he is going to trade as well. I was like, okay, let's give some time to Annotant, right? So Beastie will not kill it. After that, I will kill both Annotant and Beastie. So that was the idea in this game. We are just talking about this game because the next game is gonna be way different. So because Outback Octagon is a tournament where everyone is getting paid. So everything, even if you are in the top 32, you are getting paid as well. But what was really good in Outback Octagon 1 or 2 that you can pull out some crazy shit. You can do funny things and the people will like it, right? And that's how I sat down and I played Outback Octagon as well. That I can some big brain style crazy things like donating this ship to Anotan so he can stay longer, so I can kill both Anotan and Beastie later, which well didn't happen. Anotan says love you. That actually is sad to me because he got the ship, right? So the idea in this game was actually because you don't see the other side of the coin, because don't forget every coin has two sides, right? So I was never asked. I was like nothing like that about my decisions or why did I do that. And I think a tournament, like most of the every tournament that hosting in games, esport games, there is always like another side that the tournament hoster should ask, like, why did you do that, right? Well, I was never asked after this sheep thing. I was not like, okay, don't do anything like that again in the future because you will get punished. Like nothing like that. And I know there are players who like surrendered 3 times during the tournament when it wasn't a one versus one, right? So there were actually players that surrendered 3 times or 2 times, 3 times, 2 times, and it was banned and nothing happened. Nothing like a no, don't do that next time. Nothing like that. So let's go through the rules. So what are the teaming rules? What is really banned in the Outback Octagon? So you can understand me. When I'm playing this tournament, I'm playing for fun. I'm playing for tactics. What is actually banned or etc. One thing I didn't like when you are saying like don't team up. Sorry. So team up with someone. Let's say, hey, I don't know, Marine Lord, don't fight right now because we will both die, and that's not good. Just don't fight. Like that's weird for me, right? So okay, that's a rule that let's say that's really not good. That's not fun. Like people should fight, people should kill, destroy each other, or do some funny shit because that's why we are playing the Outback Octagon, right? So I don't like that. And also, I don't like when someone's saying that, okay, let's say Papipo is in the lobby, kill Papipo first. Everyone focus Papipo. Where is Papipo landmark? Is Papipo fishing? Right? I don't like that as well. what the rules stated about the teaming is that you can call out players with 100 extra population, right? So if someone had 100 extra population, you can focus it. But there was no rule about like, oh yeah, you can donate sheep or you can give someone relics or anything. Let's see what is the rule for Outback Octagon 3. Teaming and collusion. Under no circumstances are players permitted to coordinate prior to a game starting. That's the first rule. Second rule. Players are permitted to publicly collude in game when there is a significant motion threat, such as a sacrifice victory attempt, a blunder victory attempt, or a runaway player. Either economic runaway, such a trade, or a military runaway, such a player with 2 kills and an extra 100 population. The colluding must occur in the game chat and must be visible to the entire lobby. And that's all the teaming and collusion rule. Now, where does it say that I can give someone extra sheep so he can survive longer, or where anything like that people will suddenly imagine, right? The reason why there are no rules like that, because Drongo wanted the whole thing like this to people, pull out some stuff from their pocket to do nice games. Like, do you remember Outback Octagon 2? It was such a nice tournament. King running away and surviving, etc. And that's the problem when I'm thinking back to Outback Octagon 2. And let's say Recon was, I think Recon was running left to right, and it was such a nice clip for surviving with the king, right? It was so nice. There was no problem at all. And it was so funny to see. Everyone laughed. Everyone had a blast watching these tournaments. It was so good, right? So myself as well, I really like those moments because they made it to the funniest moment. Well, spoiler ahead. Two spoiler right now. So if you don't want to see the spoiler, two spoiler. Okay, one of them. Well, I did a mistake. That's a spoiler. You will see very, very soon on Drongo video. And also I will show it here as well. So if you don't want to see the mistake, like just turn off the video. And there was another player who did the same mistake, but for some unknown reason, he never got punished for that. And it was in the finals. Now, I can't show it to you right now because the game, I think the game is not watchable anymore in game, and Drongo missed it. So Drongo didn't say it, and that's why there was nothing to talk about it. But there was a player who ran into the direction of another player, and he died to that player actually. Well, the same thing happened to me in the semifinals, and I got ass clapped by that like insanely. So as you can see, the rules are not saying how much point you will lose or how the admin decision will be. Rules: trading with the markets of a player who is still alive is strictly forbidden. You can, however, trade with the market when with a player or return or with a natural trading post. Player must select their no team. Player must play their random allocated civilization game must play on Outback Octagon 3 mode. So no civilization rerolls are, no bad spawn rerolls are in the event of sync error appears record the same civilization they were allocated. Cheating, dissing, crash, king donation, surrender, typing of elimination. Now, here's the funny fact. We have a rule for surrender, right? Surrendering or initiating and quitting the match prior to animation is not permitted, which happened like three times with different players, but nothing happened. Nothing like, hey, don't do that. Unless there are only 2 players remaining, then it's permitted. Players who are eliminated are not permitted to type in the in-game chat. Now, what happened to me? It wasn't like intended as like a king donation, let's say in Outback Octagon 2, because you could have just run left to right with your king and that's it. But here, sadly, it is people are saying that I did that because I wanted to, give the point to Anatan, which is like, it's crazy for me to making up stuff, which is insanely not true. Like, why I'm not being asked? I'm being accused by stuff, but I'm not being asked. Like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Well, let's see what's the information about king donation, and let me show you what happened. So, initially moving your king to a location where no enemy threat or presence is, especially when under attack by a different player, is banned. The admin reserves the right to issue a penalty to a player that deemed in breach of this rule. Which that happened, I guess. And because of that, I got -8 point. Now, I had no idea about this. Like, it's gonna be insanely huge penalty. Like, 8 point is insane amount. That 8 point was enough for me to get kicked out and not manage to get into the finals. Well, first of all, again, I'm loving Drongo for hosting Outback Octagon 3. I think this is an insanely good tournament. But Outback Octagon 3, so this is another spoiler, the middle show, or what, I don't know what was the name of it, when he's showing clips, Outback Octagon 3, this clip showing is horrible. It's insanely horrible. I can show it to you. Where is it? Where is it? Here. The best sacred defense, the best wonder defense, best king snipe, best clutch moment, and funniest moment. It's it's a jigger. So it was horrible watching those clips. None of those clips were as good as Outback Octagon 2. Expect Beastie killing Kaio King. That was really nice. And yeah, like most of them were insanely terrible. Like even my King Snipe with the secret landing was not really good because they nerfed the movement speed of the transport ship. And I attempted King Snipe on B as well, and I lost all my transport ship. 100 population just died in 5 seconds because the transport ship was insanely slow. So again, I read you the rules. I'm pretty sure you can decide what I did was wrong or not. But let me show you the game I was talking about. So this is the game where I got issued the -8 point right now. So what's happening is Kaio is attacking me. In my head, I was still thinking about Outback Octagon 3. That Recon was, like, he moved away with the king, and after that he come back with the king to his base. So I wanted to do, a little bit of funny thing as well, that okay, I gotta move out with my king, and when I clear up the rams or I kill the knights, I just gonna move back and whatever happens. And people were now this happened. So Enotan sadly seen my king while I was like just heading to the bottom, because here I can show you that, but I was moving back. So as soon as his sofas was on my king, I was like, what the oh my god, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. Like, fuck, I fucked it up. I should have moved to the top, not to the bottom, because Anutent is not fighting with Marylord, because I see the blue, yellow, and pink. So I'm thinking the blue, yellow, and pink are fighting, so I can move whatever I want to move with my king, right? So my king is at the bottom. I really didn't want it to go and donate to the to Enotan. It was so fucking unfortunate that his scout is there, right? So I was like, I'm moving in the so you can see here, I'm trying to move back, but suddenly he had way too many so far. I was like panicking and clicking back, because I didn't knew that he could have a fucking scout at the bottom, right? So I was panic moving, and I was like, I'm dead. Like, they're gonna ban me from the tournament. Like, I did something that I didn't want it to do, and I was like, I'm going to ban. Like, they literally fucking banned me, because I still had like in my brain that I'm doing so much fun. I want to win one of the $800 because it would be such a good support. I can update my streams. I can do a lot of in my rooms, so I can buy a new light because the other light I had, I broke it. So I can get an 800. That was my goal. I can get an 800 so I can support. I mean, I can update my room much faster because the updating is also in progress. Getting a better webcam so I don't need to capture from my phone, right? So that was on my head. I didn't want it to go to like Enoten base or anything. That's why I went to the edges, and after that I wanted to go back on the edges, right? So I wanted to. Oh, let me move myself. So here, I wanted to like move on the edges here. Yeah, my fingers are not showing. So I wanted to move on the edges, down and up, because I knew there is a stealth forest down there, right? So I knew there is a stealth forest, so I can move at the bottom and just go down, go up, and go back to my base, because I can kill the knights, I can kill the rams, and I'm torching them. And people are saying that um, I did this to give the victory to N10. Now, let me tell you something. If I stayed in my TC and stayed there, N10 would still get the kill. Because he was already moving towards my base, which means he cleans up Kaio, Uniton, etc. And after that, he can just go to Kaio and get another kill. And after that, kill Yellow, right? So actually, Uniton would have more population into the game, so he would have even more points. You know what I mean? So Kaio had no chance to kill me there. Like, even if I stay in my TC, no chance to kill me. And Anotan was moving to my base, so Anotan gets the kill anyway, right? So he gets the kill because the Sofas are arriving as well. It was just a unfortunate thing that my king was at the bottom, and I was moving to the bottom as well myself, right? I mean, the scout was at the bottom and my king was at the bottom. Because I thought about two things. Well, I was like, okay, so here I have a lot of stat forest. At the top, I have a lot of stat forest as well. But I think he has a unit at the top of the stat forest, so I don't want to move into Kaio's unit here at the top, right? So I don't want to move up here to this stat forest because there's a stat forest as well. I'm gonna go to the bottom stat forest because nobody's gonna see me, right? There is like a thing that nobody gonna see me, so it's so good for me. And well, he had a scout there, and I got blamed as like donating my king. Well, I never wanted to donate to N10 or anything like that, right? So that was the issue, that was the problem, and that's why people are claiming shit and never ask me like what was my intention, why did I do that. So about the decision or the penalty or anything like that, or the sheep for as well, I got never warned like don't do the sheep again, because again the tournament is about to like really good put a good show to the tournament, but everyone was like chained on their PP. I gonna say that chained on their PP to do anything smart or funny or good, like the Daigusu game where Daigusu built a wonder and I moved all my units and the king as well, and he just blasted me with Riboldokins. You know what I mean? So like funny moments or anything. But again, comparing, just do it. When you see this game, or when you see the halftime show, compare the Outback Octagon 2 halftime show to Outback Octagon 3. It's terrible. Horrible. Not enough clips. People are chained down. They can't do anything. And I know by the fact, and Drogo said it 100,000 times, this tournament is hosted for the players to support the content creators, and that's it. Personally, me, I accepted the whole thing, and I want to say sorry that I couldn't make it to the finals, and sorry that I moved the king to the bottom. If I knew that I will get punished insanely like this, I would have never done that. I would have fucking stayed in my TC and just let unattended king kill the king. Because again, he would have killed the king anyway, because he was moving to my direction, to my base. So, would the game change any outcome? No, the game would be the same thing. Anytime would win the game, and that's it. So yeah, that's all the thing I wanted to say. Again, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to be funny. I just wanted to do some good stuff like Recon running with his king. I'm sorry again. Sorry, Age of Empires for community. I let you down. But I will do my best in the future. I'm still hunting down the map hackers and the cheaters, so keep reporting them, because so far we banned like 70 map hackers. Some of them was temporary, some of them was ultimate gigaban, like, you know what I mean. They got permanent. So thank you so much for watching, and see you guys on the next guide or tier list video. Bye bye.